Okay, Emily, so tell me where you're from.
I'm from Fort Lauderdale, so it's like a little town outside of Miami, Florida.
Is this your first time being in Ireland, or have you been here before?
No, I've actually lived here before for a year. I went to LA College with Keilidh,
Yeah.
so it's good that I actually know her.
How long have you been doing makeup?
I've been doing it for like 4 years, like seriously for like 2 years.
Yeah. And how many Instagram followers have you got?
I think I'm at like 69 and a half at the moment, 69 and a half thousand.
You'll probably be 70,000 by the time this goes out. Tell me your experience about Pat McGrath.
Yeah, so she's like been following me for a bit, which is like cool enough as it is. And they asked me to fly up and meet her, and I got to see her latest launch, and she's like the coolest person ever. And it was just like the dream experience.
You found out that you were doing this masterclass with Keilidh, like were you so excited, or were you kind of like
mix of both. I was so excited, but then I was like, oh, I'm also so nervous because you guys are so amazing at what you do. So it was like that pressure of doing it in front of people who like really know their stuff, but I think it's like good to go out of the box and try something new. So
When you found out you were going to be doing a masterclass with Emily, how did you feel?
So excited. I know Emily from college, and she's just the coolest girl. Like, she's so good, so I knew it was going to be a lot of fun.
So what kind of look are you going to do today?
I have a kind of plan, but not plan. I kind of just like wing these things, but I'm doing a half cut crease, and then I'm doing a floating cut crease on the other side then. So yeah, cut crease mad apparently. When it's people, like you're sitting in front of some of the best makeup artists in Ireland, I'm sweating a little bit, just a little bit. Like.
How did you come across Emily first of all?
So, I actually came across Emily through a lot of the Ingot girls who kept mentioning her, and obviously followed her on Instagram and stuff, and she has a really out there style, very different, really off the charts, very edgy, and I thought it would be brilliant for what we're trying to do today.
So why Emily out of everyone?
I do find when we're training the girls, basic training and that can be very easy, but we wanted to really think outside the box here and bring the girls something they wouldn't forget, and that's exactly Emily's style.
Why are you actually holding the event for the INGLOT MUAs?
Okay, so every January we try and plan something really exciting for the girls, just to kick away any of the January blues and to motivate them for the year. Then Emily was just an ideal fit because she has such an edgy and kind of different style to her, and I just thought she'd be really suitable. So we're also hosting this event, and it's only for INGLOT MUAs, again because we're just really trying to motivate them and inspire them so early in the year as well, when things can be quite tough. And it also is a little thank you for all the hard work they did over Christmas and the winter, and just I suppose to re-motivate them and get everybody in the form for getting creative throughout the year.
Dublin popped up, and I was like, yeah, sure, that sounds like a good time.
I was sure you were Irish.
I love it probably a little bit more than the normal American, but did the year course, went back, worked for Mac for a bit, and just honestly practiced to death. Like, did a look before the look I did for work, and just to see like the change over a year was insane. So
when were you in college, girls?
Yeah, fall of 2014 till spring of 2015.
So like only 2 years. That's incredible to see the success you had from then to now.
Afterwards I was thinking, I was like, what did I just say actually? Like, honestly, sitting in front of like people, you're kind of like, okay, you taught me everything, but that's fine. Yeah, I'm so bad with the numbers with the What a Spice. I don't know them yet. It's just the What a Spice collection to me. What I find with them though, to blend them out, I always go in with press powder. So I'm using, I think this is 406 or 50. Just put a tiny amount on the brush, because if you put a small amount, it can kind of drag across the lid. So I really kind of like load it on. The brush I use then is the lip brush. You know, some people do cut creases that's actually made out here. It's actually better if you kind of keep them, what's the word, symmetrical?
Disconnected.
Parallel, that's it. Parallel. So you want to keep them parallel, so we don't have one like sticking way open and the other one kind of backwards. But yeah, that's how I would do like a floating cut crease then.
I'm taking this guy, 6SS, with the 60, super bright yellow, and I mean I pick up like a good amount. There you go. Tap it off, and then just honestly start like working away at it.
My 6SS is like actually hurts my eye. It's that old.
And like I keep it kind of on the lid, like. You need some work, and I was like devastated. So like last day of like class, I was like boom, like super dramatic liner, like actual brush drop.
You get so much colour in the crease that you honestly think you will end with about 5 million different colours, but you usually just take like 2 eyeshadows and like build it up so well.
That's the thing, like, and I think it's good when you know you're doing a cut crease. You know when you're like trying to get it up there, but you're like afraid of getting it on the lid. If you know you're gonna cover it up, when you're putting so much pigment on the actual lid, when you're going higher, you get less products, you're actually getting that seamless blend without even trying. Makes it easier.
For coming along and been so amazing and showing us your magic. So take lots of photos of them, girls. That was brilliant.
Masterclass is done now, it's finished. How did it go for you the 2 days?
We are absolutely buzzing after it. Yeah. It honestly couldn't have gone better. Emily just was an absolute pro on stage, and Keilidh, of course, was her usual fantastic self. But we had such a ball, it was brilliant.
Do you think you'll bring Emily back again?
I would love to bring her back. In fact, I think we'd have a place for her on the pro team if she wanted one. She was.
So what made it work?
Well, I think that Keilidh and Emily just made the most incredible team. I'm absolutely buzzing after watching them now. And they're both kind of similar personalities and very edgy yet different with their style. So the 3/4 demonstrations that they did were just so creative, and I actually think it was something that we haven't seen and we haven't trained in yet. So it was just so different and really inspiring for the girls, which was exactly what we were trying to achieve today. I'm really excited now to see the teams go back into stores and to get their creative juices flowing, and we're going to do like a really exciting Trend Thursday and some Saturday themes. It's going to be so much fun, and that was the whole purpose of it, was to really light a bit of a fire in them. It can be tough in January when, you know, the weather's cold and shops are quiet. So this workshop was to inspire and just, to get the girls motivated in that, and I think we did exactly that. And just a massive thank you to Keilidh and Emily. They were absolutely phenomenal. They were just, I couldn't have hoped for it to go any better than it did.